Okay, guys, when you're on a lake, a lot of times, and this is a very common situation for most anglers, what fly are you going to start with? You have a lot of options. You look at your fly boxes and look at how many different patterns you got in there. The flies that we fish, I refer to the big stuff as suggestive flies. That's your leeches, buggers, minnow imitations. Those are the three flies that I fish religiously no matter where I go. There's a time frame associated with it though. I usually use the big flies really early and really late in the day, and I'm going to use them mostly along shoreline edges real early. If you get into the early part of the year, then you factor in the time of day and the time of year wherever you're going to be. But if you get where the water's cold and you want to be out there and you want to throw a fly in along the shoreline edge, just remember, if it's really early in the morning, you don't have any hatches coming off. So there's nothing going on real early in the morning. What I do, is I'll take either a bugger or my Stillwater bug, which is a leech style fly. And here's what I'm talking about. This fly right here is a seal bugger. It's got a burnt orange tail. This is the leech Stillwater bug. And the third fly that I use a lot is the minnow imitation. That's a shiner minnow. Those aren't wet, but that's the three flies that I use. And when I'm on the shoreline edge, I'm probably going to start, if it's really early, and especially if it's in the fall time of the year, I'll start with a minnow. If it's spring time of the year, it'll be the minnow, maybe the seal bugger or the Stillwater bug, which is a leech style fly. It's a matter of choice, what you prefer. The colors, we won't even talk about color now, but early in the day, I tend to lean more to the darker patterns early. If it's a minnow, it doesn't really make much difference what the color is, but if you're going to use a bugger, I'll probably use something that's on the darker side. And the key part of fishing a suggestive fly is where you place it. Put that fly as close to the vegetation or shoreline edge as you can, and then bring it back out. So you move parallel along the shoreline, you're casting in. When you're using a suggestive fly, it takes a pull that's 6 to 8, maybe 10 inches long, semi-rapid. In other words, you want the parts of the fly to breathe and pulsate. The reason the fish take that fly has nothing to do with us trying to match a particular food source. A lot of guys like to think that. That's why they try to find out what is the fish eating and match up. With a suggestive fly, it's the movement of the parts that are breathing and pulsating. That's your key to make the fish take it. So when you're using suggestive flies, leave the small stuff in your fly box, work them shoreline edge, or if you're out in open water in the top 2-3 feet, and I'll bet you'll do real well.